Girona 0, Real Madrid 3, and honestly, probably the best performance of the season by a country mile from any Real Madrid side this season. Absolutely fantastic. And apart from probably the first 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes when Girona had a little bit of control of the ball, they did have a few chances, not going to lie. But we controlled the ball. We controlled the ball. We successfully manipulated the possession across the whole game. And who was main guy for that? Jude. Honestly, a absolutely figurehead in that midfield. What an outstanding performance from Jude Bellingham, and well-deserved of man of the match for that. Well-deserved. That pass that he gave to Gula from an awkward pass given to him by Modric, straight through to Gula, and Gula tucked it away. The first goal that got us absolutely rocking and rolling. And yeah, he absolutely performed to his best ability today. And the last game against Bilbao, he was the only one performing across the whole game as well. I mentioned that in my match reaction. The only player that actually tried across the whole game against Bilbao was the main guy today. And this is what I want to see against Atalanta, because this is going to be a very tough game in the Champions League. We need our best performers on their best day. If Bellingham is ticking in that Champions League match, we're going to do well. And we saw it today against Girona. Obviously, we slapped them up pretty much every season. Yeah, it happened last season and it happened this season already. And for me, looking at it, when you see Bellingham's positioning, his control of the ball today, his passing accuracy, the creativity that he brings in certain instances was absolutely miles and clear above every player today, and well deserved, like I said, of man of the match. MVP, absolutely fantastic. And I cannot say any more for Jude Bellingham. A brilliant, brilliant showpiece today. And that leads me on to Mbappe. Now, yes, Mbappe made good runs at time, but sometimes he was a little bit sloppy as well. He was a little bit sloppy, but he took his goal well. He did take his goal well. And against Bilbao, shocking. But when a player does well, I am going to praise him for certain things he done today. He made very advanced runs behind the defensive line, creating more opportunities for the likes of Modric and the creators of Bellingham around them to actually create opportunities for him to score. Mbappe is a player that I don't think is, I cannot say a natural finisher. He's not a natural number 9. Yeah, we all know that. But he needs an abundance of chances to create for himself so he can actually tuck the ball away like he did today. And Arda Güler, absolutely sensational as well. A sensational showcase from Arda Güler. We've been crying out really for Arda Güler to feature more in these games. And today, Ancelotti gave him a chance to feature more in this game. Be a bit more proactive, a bit more, willing to get part and get stuck in, to the team and be part of a more cohesive passing unit. Because when we saw that passing movement from Modric to Bellingham, literally just one touch from the defence to the attack. That's it. That's all we need to see. And Arda Güler happened to be on the end of that. And it gave him more opportunities in the game to be part of this team. Because sometimes I feel that Arda Güler sometimes gets a bit lost. He doesn't actually fit too much into the team. He needs to be more cohesive at times. And we saw it in certain matches. And he just needs a confidence booster. He needs a confidence booster to get that goal. Probably will give him a confidence booster moving forward. But he needs to show it more often. And across the team, I think it was a good showing. I mean, Courtois made very, very, very decent saves at certain points in the match where, it would have been a sticky situation if one of those goals went in, and it gave Girona a chance to come back into the match. And the defence, I think Tchouaméni was outstanding as well. Very, very solid at centre-back. I think with Asensio sitting out at the start and Tchouaméni filling in at that position, we know Tchouaméni can do a job. We've seen him across various times last season where he filled in for Militao when Militao was injured. And Militao is injury prone. We know that. So for him to be our main filling guy, I actually have full confidence. But sometimes he does have a bozo gene in him, and we have to iron that out. Where Rudiger may be the guy that's sitting there and holding that defensive fort, but if Tchouaméni is there filling in for Militao, then he also needs to be there and be very, very in unit as a unit with Rudiger rather than being apart. And it gives a chance, for example, coming up maybe like Atalanta, we need to see them two working together completely. And across the back line, Vasquez wasn't too bad. Mendy wasn't too bad. Modric, for parts of the game, was actually very, very decent. And he tried to play more of the Regista role, kind of sitting a bit deeper, receiving the ball from deep, receiving the passes of mostly Rudiger and Tchouaméni, then spreading the ball out to where he wants to see fit. And naturally, with age, I think that's what he's going to become, more of a deeper line playmaker rather than playing more advanced, like, for example, if Brahim was there or Bellingham was there or Arda Güler was there. So he's not going to be doing that. And yeah, it was actually a decent game. I can't lie. There was certain moments where I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying this. It's the first actually game that I've enjoyed properly watching this season. I did like watching Alaves until obviously they snuck 2 goals at the end, and that's it really. That's it. I didn't really enjoy watching any other game. The games, yeah, even where the scoreline was great, I was kind of sitting there. I was like, it's kind of the same old Madrid, But today wasn't the same old Madrid. It was actually very good in certain instances during our match. Very good. And we need to see more of it. We don't want to see this on a one-off. We want to see this more and more and build it up. Because, again, Betis, I'm not going to do the be humble stuff routine that I did last time with Barcelona. Look, it's us or them this season, yeah? That's what I'm saying. It's us or them. That is it, yeah? We're going to go toe-to-toe with Barcelona in La Liga. That game at the Camp Nou is going to be crucial, yeah? It's going to be very crucial to how this season plays out, yeah? And it's going to be towards the end where it's going to be very crucial. And we're going to have a huge run of games if Real Madrid reach the latter stages of the Champions League, the latter stages of Copa del Rey, obviously playing a few strings of matches in La Liga at the same time, bunched up together, and it's going to be congested. So that's maybe where Real Madrid actually fit in, because they don't go full out. And when the games become congested, Real Madrid actually comes to life a bit more. And you realize that when you're going to see this in the second half of the season. And I don't want to be a bearer about news, but we need to get through the next few weeks. We need to get the next few weeks, get the Champions League wins, get into those playoff phases. And even if we reach the top 8, which by miracle can happen, then yeah, then I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Because if we win these next 3 games, there's a chance we can be in the top 8 or have automatic route towards the latter stage of the Champions League. So for me, I'm really, really pleased with this performance. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, critical of this player, critical of that player, because there wasn't really much critique today. There wasn't really much critique. And I think Real Madrid, when we look at them, they have a certain thing in this match where I looked at them and I said, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. The passing interchanges are good. It's accurate. It's quick. They have more intensity. And that is what I want to see. Intense passing, quick movement, transition from defense to attack quickly, not laboured, not slow, not lethargic. And that gives Bellingham instantly the chance to go, okay, put a ball through to Güler. Okay, Mbappe, there's a ball. You get on the end of that. Boom. You know what I mean? Second chances, like Bellingham, felt him right on his feet. Bang, slapped it in. So this is the kind of thing. It's just getting there and actually putting effort and putting high intensity behind your attacking plays rather than just sitting back and waiting or, having 20, 50 million passes in the midfield before you actually do nothing. No, get the ball quick from the defense to the attack. That is all I want to see. Yeah? Like, for example, Liverpool do, where they just literally see it. Automatically, it's in Salah's feet, or it's Nunes' feet, or Diaz's feet. Within 3-4 passes, we don't need to see 15, 20 passes. We want to see a quick routine, building up the attack quickly, intensely, and then that will shock teams. Because Girona, when we did it today, you realize, that they're not the best in terms of midfield and how they, they compact the midfield. We bypassed that too many times today. But when you saw it, Modric had acres of space at points. Bellingham had acres of space at the points. When you're quick and you're intense with your passing, that's what happens. We don't want to see 50 million passes, like I said. We want to see quick passing. That is it. Finish from defense to attack. Get Bellingham the ball. Get Mbappe the ball. Let them run at the defense, and that is it. Get Mbappe having 11 chances to score 2, if that's what it takes. I know he's not the most clinical guy in the world. We saw that with Bilbao. But if he's not the clinical guy that we need, then, like for example, in world football, you see many strikers that are not the most clinical, but they receive the ball so many times that eventually they're going to score. Yeah? And because of Mbappe's pace, it does scare teams. Slightly. They're always keeping an eye out on him. But if Mbappe can apply that well, get beyond the defensive line well, and score well, then Real Madrid will flourish this season, regardless of what I think. Because, yes, Ancelotti, he set up this team today perfectly. Yeah, he already deserves an 8 out of 10 for me for his team setup today. And I'm going to go through the player ratings now, guys. Yeah, we got Courtois first. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Beautiful play from Courtois. A solid defensive showpiece. And nothing more to say about that. Vasquez, 6 out of 10. Tchouaméni, 7 out of 10. Brilliant from Tchouaméni. Rudiger, 6. Mendy. Saw Mendy inverting sometimes. I don't know what that's about, but whatever, innit? Mendy does it, Mendy. And you know what? I give him a 6. Modric. Some parts he played well, some parts he didn't. And sometimes I don't know if his age catching up with him too much, but he's still quality. Sometimes he look, for me, brilliant stuff. Modric in parts, so I'm just going to give him a 7. Valverde, from the mistake last game that he made, you know what? He made up for it today. Running all over the gaff. Brilliant stuff from Valverde. So I'm just going to give him 7. Bellingham, 10. 10, straight 10. He today is a 10 out of 10 performance, yeah? Because I saw what Bellingham did today, yeah, was control the whole flipping team, yeah? I don't want to swear. Control the whole team, yeah? I'm going to give him a straight 10 out of 10. I think it was a perfection of a performance. That he got that goal instantly, bang, that motivated the team. Then the pass to Gula, that control that he took that ball literally in mid-flight, a bouncing ball, turn, quick one pass to Gula, that just deserves a 10 out of 10 for that. Straight. That was absolutely outstanding, yeah? And you don't really see that often from Bellingham, but for today, creativity, absolute key, and just dictating everything that's happening in the midfield, dropping a bit deeper, receiving the ball from Modric, from Valverde, creating the triangles around them. And with Gula and obviously Brahim as well, the same thing. Gula scores a goal. Obviously, 7 out of 10. Brahim didn't seem too badly today, but was all right. I'm going to give him a 6. And Mbappe, I'm going to give him a 7. So, yeah, brilliant performance from the team. Excellent teamwork. Ancelotti, I'm going to give him, an 8 out of 10. Team selection, brilliant. Very well worked today as a team. And just an excellent rhythmic performance that was well deserved of my praise. And, yeah, I didn't really celebrate during much in a watch-along. I'm not going to celebrate just for the sake of it. When I see Real Madrid performing to a certain level, then I'll celebrate. But today, I celebrated. I like the goals. I like what I saw. But we want to see this consistently. Then I can start celebrating. When I see Real Madrid actually having consistent performances and creating consistent opportunities for themselves to win matches. When I see that, celebrations will come back, guys. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, much appreciated. A bit lost for words because I think it was a great performance. I can't criticize anything from the team today. I don't think I can criticize anything. So, guys, much appreciated. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to End the Stream Dave, and all I got to say is End the Stream Dave. So, take care, guys. Buenas noches, and we'll see you next time. Take care.